Hey everybody, it is blog day and we are in kind of a different spot than I'm normally in. Right now I am in my family room. This is my painting table. Back there you can see my laptop. This is where I do a lot of my work. If you watch my weekly show, The Owl Boom, that's where I run everything off of there. Not that it really takes a lot to run The Owl Boom, but anyway, this is where I'm normally sitting. You usually don't see it from this direction, but there you go. This is the first of the 3 blogs today. This is Board Games and Life. I got a couple board games I want to talk about that I've been playing, but also the big thing I want to talk about, and I'm going to, hopefully, I think, put a picture up here in just a little bit and so you can see. This past weekend I was in Cross Lake, Minnesota, and if you're familiar with Floodgate Games, then you are most likely familiar with Ben Harkins, who is the guy that started that company, and you may very well, if you know Ben Harkins, then you know his, well, formerly fiance, now wife, Emily Tanawi. If you didn't know this, about like last year at BGG-Con, they approached me and they knew that I I had been ordained because I did my brother's wedding, and they asked me if I would be willing and interested in being, well, like just being their minister, being whatever, being their master of ceremonies. I think it was I was listed as the Viking leader in the wedding program, but they asked me if I would be kind enough to basically marry them, and it was a great honor. It was a fantastic wedding. My daughter was ill, which kind of stunk a little bit because she and Emily are actually really, really good friends, and I know she was really looking forward to the wedding. And being there for her friend Emily, but hey, whatever, stuff happens. Theoretically, we will. I might have a video of the wedding at some point. If you know Ben and Emily, you probably then know that there was no chance they were ever just going to have a straightforward wedding. Obviously, if I was going to be the one, taking care of it, they actually put on a musical for their wedding, which, yes, exactly what you're thinking. It was a musical. So I did not sing. Well, I guess I sung, but I wasn't like a solo or anything like that. But it was fantastic, and I was very honored to be part of that. And yeah, that's something. I posted this on social media. I said that no matter what happens for the rest of my life, no matter what I do, no matter my successes or failures or whatever you want to call them, I put 2 fantastic, beautiful, wonderful people together and married them. Now, the whole idea of marriage, I talked about this on the album a little bit the last time we were on. I think I kind of have a weird feeling about marriage. I kind of feel like it is this weird social contract that you go and you sign this piece of paper. I don't know how it fits in. I mean, for me, I should say. I shouldn't say for anybody else. It's, if that's your thing. I mean, obviously, I'm married. So, obviously, I don't have a huge problem with it because I got married to my wife, and I'm very happy. And, but yeah, so it's a weird thing, though, right? It's a weird, like, oh, I love this person, and they love me, but, we need to go and sign this paper and make it, like real? I don't know. It was super cool that they asked me. I had to get ordained in the state of Minnesota, which, was like a $20 bill, and thank you very much, here, sign this piece of paper. It didn't take any effort, which I guess adds even more to my, like, what the heck kind of mentality when it comes to the whole marriage process. But regardless of any of that, I was able to join 2 people that love each other, in marriage, and now they're going to spend the rest of their lives with each other, and I kind of made that happen. So I am very proud of that. There are very few things in this life that I am proud of. I'm proud of my wife and what she accomplishes. I am proud of my children and everything they do. My pride is usually directed outwards, mostly because I kind of look at myself and I see myself as kind of a college dropout that really lucked his way into the profession that he does right now. And like the person you're talking to, I've always felt like I should do more with my abilities and stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, the one gift I've been given, whether I just innately have it or if I developed it over time, was I've never had a problem talking in front of people. And that's this, and that's in large groups of people out, in an auditorium or a panel or whatever. I've never had a difficulty with that. I don't know. And the thing is that even when I'm doing it, I'm scared out of my mind while I do it, but I get through it. And I really wanted to do a really, really good speech during the wedding, when it was my time, and I really feel like I did. Ooh, aren't I? What case in point? So professional. Maybe I should turn off my phone while I'm doing this. But anyway, I'll leave this in there. I'm not going to go back in and fix it. I'm just going to go ahead and silence it now, I guess. But I really feel like, I felt like I nailed the speech, and then it took like 25 other people telling me that I nailed my speech, and then I really didn't believe it until my wife walked up to me and said, you impressed me. You did a really good job. And I was like, oh, because she is like the best, most honest critic I have in every aspect of my life. And so yeah, I was just like, oh, I did it, right? So anyway, there you go. That's the life section. I'm supposed to talk about board games during this section. But yeah, if I can ever share that video with you, I will. Like I said, I'm pretty proud of it. But anyway, there is a Kickstarter, I believe it launched today, called Thieves' Den. I strongly suggest you check that out. It's from Daily Magic Games. Designer's name is Alice Davis, or Davies. I apologize, Alice. I hope I didn't get that wrong. I did a video for it. You can check that out on my channel. It is like just a stupendously good worker placement card drafting game. I kind of liken it in that medium to lightweight type of game that you can play and enjoy yourselves and enjoy the people at the table, and nobody's taking like 10 minutes to make their decisions. The card drafting actually creates the worker placements places that you put on the board, and then like you are in charge of thieves that go out and steal from the places that are out there. That's your worker placement. And then if you put tantalizing places in front of you, and people go there to steal them, then you get to take those thieves and place them in your thieves guild, so you get to use them the next round. And so like the thieves themselves, the workers themselves, are a resource, and you don't just have like a pool of them. It's really, really good, and I would strongly suggest you take a look at that if you're a fan of that type of game. The other game I wanted to quickly mention is this one, Symphony number 9. Ugh, there you go. This is actually a copy that eventually made its way to me from Gen Con. I played this the other night with my daughter, and we really, really like this. I'm just gonna say right now that TMG is currently in talks to publish this, and hopefully we can do that, because I really want to make this more available to more people. I thought this was a fantastic game. And plus, it's like, obviously the theme, right? I mean, it's just, and you probably watched other things about this, but stay tuned. I'm going to try to do a video on this if I can get a chance, maybe with my daughter, because she really liked it. And my daughter's 11, and so it was one of those things where it's like, even though it said 15 or above, she really grokked it really well. So, yeah, I don't know. Oh, really good stuff. I really strongly suggest that. The other thing is that I finally played Western Legends. I didn't grab the box. It's over there. Western Legends is superb if you like Western themed games. I like the Western theme. I got a buddy who's like a Western movie junkie. I might end up just giving him that, because if I want to play it, I'm always gonna be able to track him down. But if you, it's super good. It is amazing how much different that game is. I think I play tested it at Origins like 3 years ago, and it was interesting back then, but it was kind of a mess. And I just want to say that the people at Colossal Games, Travis, Chance, Kira, and I, of course, there's tons of other people, Kira Pidley, there's tons of people that work for Colossal Games, but they really did a great job with that one. So strongly suggest you check that one out as well. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that I'm currently still in my downsizing of my collection. There used to be 2 rooms filled with board games in my house. Now I'm down to 1 room. I can't really show you because it's behind the camera over there, but I'm guessing my collection now is down to under 1,000 games, which is huge for me. And I want to get it, like I said, I've said a few times, to 300 or 400 games. Slowly but surely, games are being picked, and we're deciding I'm not gonna ever play these, and they're being transported to a staging area in my garage, where my friends eventually come over and just, they say, I'd like these 6 games, and I say, give me $20, and then they leave. And it's a little sad to see them go, but you know, I am kind of, I'm getting there. I'm getting to the point where, you know, I really love playing board games, but I'm really down to that point where, you know, I need a collection of about 200, 250 games that I really love, and I want to be able to, like, if I get another game that I really love, I'll replace it with the other one, and that's my goal. And I can see the dot of light off in the distance that will be that point when I reach it. And before, it was, I couldn't even see it. It was never going to happen. But it's happening now, and I'm actually I'm pretty happy for that, and I think my wife is even more happy. That's the case. So there you go. If you have a giant board game collection and you're trying to pare it down, you're trying to get it to a manageable level, tell me how you're doing it. Tell me what's the process you're going through. See, I just don't like sending stuff. I don't like putting stuff into a box and putting a label on it, because I know a few people are going to see this video and they're like, hey, I wouldn't mind 6 games for $20. And I was like, yeah, I would love to send you stuff. But it's just the whole process of getting it in a box and then putting your address on it and going to the frickin' post office. It's a giant pain in the yin-yang. So, yeah, I just don't, that's not going to happen. I would much rather people just came over to the house, handed me a scrappings of cash, and then just took, you know, several pounds of cardboard and plastic out of my garage, and I just didn't have to worry about it anymore. And I guess that's what I want to see happen. Maybe at some point I can, you know, I can offer some stuff like through the Board Game Geek Marketplace or something like that. Ultimately, I think what's going to happen is I'm just going to have donating the vast majority of my games. I'm going to donate them probably to my friendly local game stores, so they can just you know, put them into their you know, those games you always see at the friendly local game store that like are all beat to hell, and eventually people play them. You know, if they're, oh, I guess we'll play this kind of thing. I think that's what's going to eventually happen. But anyway, as I said, if you have a giant board game collection, you're trying to pare it down to something that is manageable, tell me how you're doing it. Give me an idea of what's the best way that you've come up to do that, and I'd love to hear that story. So, that was that then. As I said, this is the first of the 3 blogs. Please, if you wish to watch the one about role-playing games and the one about miniatures games, please check into those. Weekly Owl Boom tomorrow night. I promise, well, I don't want to say promise, because never promise anything, unless it's already hat in hand, right? But I should have initials contest tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to doing that one. But until next time, thank you very much for taking the time to watch this. Tell me what board games you're playing right now. Tell me what board games that I possibly have missed out on that I need to check out. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching this. You have yourself an awesome day. Remember, be positive. Be the person you want. Be the person, as Tim Norris says. Be the person that you'd want to hang out with. You know, and just, yeah, I mean, just remove the toxicity from your life and try to concentrate on the good things. But until next time, this is me, the Undead Viking, telling you adios and have an awesome day.